Alright, hello! And it's July the 16th. Thought I'd bring my camera and iPad out here actually to show you some tomatoes. These are cherry tomatoes that are growing in a bucket down here, and this is actually a sweet 100. Several here. This is blooming its little head off right here. And over here. And this one is the blonde coffin something or other. We'll wait to see it. Over here is another one. And you can actually see them. I'm trying to trail down. Da-da-da. And then look at this one. Look how thick that stem is. Okay, look at the stem on this one. Stem on this one. Stem on that one over there. Thin, spindly little stems, and then you come to BAM! Look at this one right here. Okay, here's the stem. Look, here's my thumb. So you can see that it's getting thicker and thicker. And this one, this is it here. Ginormous. And I got a tag in here. And it says it is double rich. Double rich. Now, of course, that's a regular sized tomato, so it's not a cherry tomato, so that's probably why he's much bigger. But he's really doing great in those buckets. As you can see, my chocolate mint is everywhere. Guess I'm going to have to make some mint jelly or something with this mint because it is going to town. And I put one little plant in there last year and it took over that whole area. And actually, it's coming through the walk right here. So it's trying to. Here's my white detours. And there's so many in that bucket, but I just decided to let them do whatever they're going to do because they did it last year and they did just fine. And some of them will die, but most of them will do good. The flowers will open up, they'll be all pretty. And it's getting ready to bloom. There's some lavender in here that's blooming. But there's rosemary, thyme, and lavender. Alan put the lavender in there, so. And let's go out to the garden out here. Over here, the lettuce that's in the yard is finally going to seed. Decided to let it go to seed so we could save those seeds for next year. You can see here, they're going to seed. And I don't have this seed, so I'm happy that it's going. Oh, you always get volunteers. Here's a volunteer right here. How about this one? Squash. I don't know what kind of squash this is because we threw some of the old squash last year out in the chicken yard. And evidently, one made it here. And as you look, there's one over here even. Look at this one. And it's actually growing in the yard. And yeah, they're kind of snacking on the leaves a little. But they're pretty much leaving it alone. So, let's see. This is a new tree for us. I want to say it's a plum tree, but I don't think it is. I think it's something else. I can't remember. We'll go over here and look at the garden now. It's a nice, wonderful day. It's about 90 degrees. This morning, whenever I got out of bed, it was 73 with 93% humidity. As the temperature's gone up, the humidity's gone down some, but it was still 59% humidity. So it's pretty humid out here. Here's my peach tree. Something ate into the peaches, into one. There were two. And so we got one peach from it, which was more than I expected because I wanted them to just pick them off, but Alan wouldn't do it. This little peach over here we got on clearance because he didn't make the top pretty well. But we're hoping the rest will do good and we'll just trim it up and it'll be all right. And then over here, leg garden area. We have the soaker hose on. I don't know if you guys use soaker hoses or what, but it's much easier to use a soaker hose and run it through. You can see in here some zucchinis. Let's see if we can see. Yeah, zucchinis in here. I have been starting to do some trimming on the vines. Let's see over here if you can tell. And I'll be trimming on these some more too, but I cut the leaves off And see, there's a lot of different on here. I'll be picking off all those yellowing leaves and refertilizing with probably some 10-10-10. This year we're building our compost pile, so we don't have any right now. So 10-10-10 it is. These are yellow crookneck. Here's one over here. Yellow crookneck squash. Let's see, can you, where, there you are. And then right here, a white cucumber, which I got from Praxis 55712. White cucumber in the seed giveaway. And then over here I have my Tigger melons from Ronnie over at the Small Town Gardener. He sent me the Tigger seeds, and those blooms are just, I mean, that is just blooming its head off. Here's my Tiny Tim that's outside, and it is still small, but it is going crazy. I mean, if you look under here, look here, here's a tomato right under there. See you looking at me? That doesn't look tiny, but if you lift this up, look at all the tomatoes under here. They're everywhere. So those are there. The other tomatoes are coming on. Here's a purple, tasty purple pepper. I haven't had a pepper off of there yet. Marigolds are doing good. Pepperoncinis, I don't know about them. Pepperoncinis, I love those peppers, but there's hardly any growing there. And one thing that's really strange is basil. Here's the basil, still small. Here, over here, here's basil, really small. Basil and chamomile. Basil and chamomile. And here's some chamomile here. Pretty. I drink chamomile tea every single night, almost without fail. Some beets. It helps me sleep. Here is tomatoes. Look at this big tomato right there. And that one. I wish I had all the names really close so I could see them. It's a beefsteak tomato, of course. There's a few more in here. This is my Bolivian rainbow pepper. And you can see it's got some different color. The red ones is ripe, and the purple ones is when they first start out. They start out purple, turn yellow, right on up to red. Here's my Japanese white egg eggplant. Let's see if we can see it here. There it is. And she's blooming right there. And there's another one here. Cabbage moss. Okay, my lettuce gone to seed here. I love this lettuce. This is actually different here than the other lettuce. But this is arugula that's all seeding here. And then over here on this side is red globe radish, which I'll have tons and tons of seeds on. I need to stake these up so they stay up. But then down in here are carrots. Carrots, carrots, carrots growing there. Let's see over here. Alrighty. Over here we got zucchinis and squashes and some more eggplants, lettuce, green beans, Kentucky pole beans. Now, if anybody has never seen what a Japanese beetle will do to your pole beans, just look in here. And if you see all the holes, and it looks like a skeleton leaf basically, that's because those Japanese beetles have been in there. And they are just loving the beans. They pick beans first, so you're most likely going to see them on your beans before anything else. This is the first year we've had them here. I've never seen them before. This is the first year for a lot of things. So if you look here on the back side though, you'll probably see a bunch of flowers. I'm not sure how well you can see that on the iPad. Hopefully it's good. But if you look up under in here, there are green beans up in here. There's some right here. Look right here. Green beans. So there's some nice beans up in here I'll be picking out of here pretty soon. Just come out with a bucket of soapy water and knock those beetles into the soapy water, and that'll take care of them. Tomatoes are on this side coming right on up. Here's another nice one right there. So over here, We have a lilac. These are our potatoes, doing the lasagna method. It's a potato bed. There's two different ones, red potatoes and white potatoes. And I'd say this was the red potato bed, but to tell you the truth, I don't remember. So we'll see. I do know the straw is a spider haven. So, let's see. Around here, this is where we had the Praxis cherry last year. And a Praxis cherry came up all by itself. So these tomatoes here, you turn and get out of the shadow. These tomatoes here and that tomato there, those are volunteers. Here's my only one, red amaranth. Where are you? There you are. Red amaranth that actually grew. There was about 50 of them that came up, and little by little they all died off or something ate them. This side here is a sweet cherry. It's a cherry sweet 100 hybrid actually, but this is from the seeds from last year. It came up by itself, so it is also a volunteer. So a lot of people will say don't keep those volunteers, pull them up and all that stuff, but heck, if nature's going to give me a free plant, I'm going to use it. So that's going to be about it for my garden today. It's awful hot out. Like I said, it's 90 degrees with about 58% humidity, so it feels like about 103 out here. So I'm going to head back inside and get this uploaded. Hope you're having a great day, and I'll talk to you later.